Yo, what is going on, guys? DJ Madam and D checking in one more time, and this is the part 2 of the video that I released before creating EDM part 2 on Cubase Pro 8. All right, the last video we left off with this thing right here. Had a cool melody that I did with the chord track pads. So that's what we got so far right now, and so we're gonna continue. This thing right here, I want to duplicate it. Oops, thinking I'm on a PC side, I'm on a Mac. So what I want to do is I want to make this make like a quick cool pattern over here. I want to edit the release on this. Maybe add a little more reverb. Actually, delay. Feedback needs to come down. Too much reverb. The delay needs to, maybe the rate needs to go up a little bit. That sounds really cool. So we're gonna duplicate Spire. We're gonna use the same riff or pattern, and we're gonna go an octave higher on it. 12 higher. We're gonna look for a different sound. Alright, so on this one, I am going to do a different pattern. Like it. Again, we are going to duplicate. And on this one, we are going to look for a synth climb. It's going to be on the same note of F. But this one's going to go straight through. Okay, so let's look for a sound. All right, that sounds pretty cool. I am okay. So it's already the pitch is already at 24, so I'm gonna do this right here. Delete all that stuff because we're gonna do a pitch up. So. Gotta fix that pitch bend right here. I want to talk about this real quick. On the last video, I was talking about that I was using FabFilter and why I like FabFilter better than the stock EQ. But every day you learn something new. So I still love, like, I still love this FabFilter. I think it's one of my favorite EQ of so many out there, alongside with DMG Audio's Equality. But when you are not doing intricate cuts and stuff like that, it's always better to use the stock EQ. I'll explain to you why. It's because you want to preserve CPU performance. You want this not to go up so high. So the thing is that all DAWs, their stock EQs and their stock plugins works better within than any third-party plugins. And most third-party plugins, they introduce noise. Not saying the Pro Q2 introduces noise, but it definitely brings up the CPU power a little bit higher than what a stock EQ would do. And by the way, yes, I'm using VST plugins arrangement, whatever. I don't know if you guys know about that, but I'll definitely talk about it later on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this out because we don't need that. We can actually use this EQ to fix what I want, which is like a simple cut. So I'm gonna turn it on, the low cut, and I'm gonna go to 48 dB OCT, and I'm gonna cut some things off. The reason why I'm cutting off this this part right here, which is at 10K, is because the main lead already has a lot of highs in there. So you don't, you want to give space for every sound to live in its own pocket, its own place. Let's EQ this thing too. So again, I'm using the Pro Q2 again. So I will take that off and use the stock. Guys, by the way, the reason why... Oh, this right here, if you guys don't know, you got the insert and the strip. And maybe you guys know, maybe you don't, but this is a little button right here that you guys switch positions of how you want the chain to go. By default, which I think is kind of stupid. Well, actually, it's not. Whatever. The point is the button is there. It depends on how you want to use or route your plugins. Right now, all the inserts that are right here, they're coming in first, and then it goes through the strip, which is the EQ the gate, compressor, the tool, saturation, and limiter, which I kind of don't like none of this stuff. Only when I'm sidechaining on the compressor. So being the fact that I want to EQ first, and then if I want to compress or whatever, I will do that later. I want the strip to come in first, and then all this stuff to come in second. So you might want to move that depending on what you're doing and what type of sound you're trying to achieve. So again, doing a cutoff. And it's always good that when doing cutoffs, always solo the track that you're working on, so you can actually hear all the particles of the sounds, so you know exactly what you're cutting. In this case, I'm using these headphones, a pair of headphones, and they don't have too much low end, so I'm being safe, and I'm actually going to cut to 250 just in case I'm cutting off too much. And then once I use my monitors, which I have the big, huge monitors for tons of bass, I'll be able to actually tell where am I supposed to be. But for now, for the sake of the video, I'm only doing that. Now, one plugin that I always love using, because it's very simple, is the one knob. Should I go to the one knobs right here? By waves. The filter, where is it? One knob filter, right here. I love this plugin. So all I gotta do is touch the knob and automatically opens right up. So this I'm gonna start filtering. Definitely need a little more like reverb and delay on this, so it can sound bigger. So on this part, I believe I want to do a pitch up. Okay, so I need to get in there, delete that last one, and let me turn off the quantize off. There you go. Put it on 0. So now I go back. Take that off. Sounds super cool so far. Okay, the who's and highs, samples. There you go. I like that sample. Where is it? Looking for anything. I actually used that sample on a techno track that I just did the other day, but it sounds really good, so I'm just gonna use it again. I don't care. This is gonna be an EDM. Ooh, sounds. That sample sounds so cool. bring this in again. Let's bring the EQ to the first and EQ that. Bring the volume down now. Then you may ask why am I not using the built-in compressor on the channel strip? I personally do not like the representation, the UI on this, which is exactly the same thing as the standard compressors, this right here, but I just feel that I can get around this one a little better. So I'm not gonna use that one. I'm just gonna use this right here. All right, so let's duplicate this again. I want to bring that part back to 0 on the transpose, and I would like to look for a different sound, which I want to look for a bass. Go back over here. It's EQ'd, so let's clear the EQ. That's the same sound from that I'm using already. I don't think I'm gonna find the bass that I would like to hear there. Kind of like that sound right there, so let's see if we could incorporate it in there. Okay, I'm definitely going to leave that there. Move that to my other screen. Duplicate that. Copy this over here. First of all, let's clean some things because we don't need that one knob. Let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of it on the other one that I duplicated. Bring this down an octave because it's too high. Let's look for another sound. That might work. like that impact snare. Let's see how it sounds if I drop it in. Nah, sounds like too lo-fi. Like that. I like that with the combination of that kick. Sounds good. Sounds better. So I'll just name that impact. Snare 1. I have a really cool sound pack called Smack. And there's claps and snaps, electronic. And this thing has a lot of cool sounds. So they're already processed and whatever. So I can just do that real quick. Good thing about this, duplicate that. Put this too. Put 4, I mean. And 2. Quick and easy. Right. There you go. Show only use. There you go. Right there. Now I can bring this down. So now you can see what it's doing. Move the editor to the side, and I want to cut this part over here. I want the talk synth or lead to take over. And I want an impact snare right there. Really cool impact snare. Those are regular impacts. I need an impact snare. Sounds kind of cool, so let's try that one. See if I can find a better snare. See if that one sounds a little better. Let's bring this up next to the impact and color it. It's here, mute that, and let's bring this one in for now. I think I like that one better. The reason why I like it better is because it doesn't have so much on the high end. So when the kick and everything comes in, it's gonna sound bright and big and all that stuff. So I think that's gonna work much better than the previous one that I had there. So toxins. That needs to come up. This bass. Sounds much better. So of course we are going to actually I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to take off the one knob because I'm going to use this as the drop. Bring this toolbar and then call this drop lead chain, SC, sidechain. There you go. So of course it has to be louder. And we're going to bring the same bass. This right here, let's bring a kickstart. Kick. There you go, kickstart. So far sounds so good. I'm gonna leave the kick for last. I'm gonna duplicate this right here. This is the samples with the snares on the contact. And I want to look for my drum and bass kits. Fat juicy snares, drum and bass snares. Let's see if this will work. Woo, I like that. That's like that old school 1980s hip hop. God. Prt2. Sounds cool. Super loud, but let's bring the volume down because I'm peaking all over the place. So on this one here, I don't want so much delay and reverb from the plugin. I think I want to do a sidechain reverb instead. Alright, so that's cool. Open the editor. And what I'm gonna do will be bring back my settings. Bring in a RoomWorks. Put it 100%, which is on an effects channel. So what I did was, if you guys didn't get what I was doing, I sidechained the reverb that's feeding that lead, and every time that lead, although I'm sending the signal to the same reverb, but every time the lead hits, I'm sidechaining the reverb, and then when the sound disappears or stops playing, that's when the reverb comes out. That's why you hear that bumping sound. Okay, as far as that snare, now I'm not sure. Now that I heard it, let me mute that for now. So that is a. We need a kick. Let's bring it all the way up. But I don't think I want it to be such a big room kick. I would like it to be a little more of a shorter kick. So I think I might want to try like a Melbourne type of mixture of EDM Melbourne-ish. I don't know. See what comes out. Let's look for the volume shaper. Okay. So let's flatten this. And mess with this. I think I want to do something different. I think I want to do a loop. Definitely need to sidechain that real quick. Sorry about the cutoffs, guys. Every time you load up a new track or whatever, because I'm monitoring, doing the monitor of the mic, whatever. That's a word that I can never pronounce correctly. But I'm doing the monitor of the mic through the software. That's why it cuts off sometimes when that happens. So let's do let me just look for it right here. There's a kickstart that I use on. There you go. It's already there. So. So eventually I want to add a bass to that, but let's bring some percussion. I want to bring some some hi-hats and stuff like that. So we can have a change right here. Let's see how that sounds. All right, so that's what we got so far, guys. Please understand that, again, these videos are a workaround on Cubase and stuff like that. I know this track is going to be really, really cool once I'm done with it. That's why I'm doing that in parts, and I'm taking my time with it, and I decided to share the whole process with you guys. Hope you guys are learning something. And if you're not, I hope you guys are enjoying the whole process or whatever. I know there's a couple of parts in the video where it kind of slows down a bit. But regardless of what, if you're a producer and you've done records before, you know that you cannot rush things. I will cut a couple of the parts here and there, but I would definitely try to keep as much as possible and make it as short as possible, the video. Thank you guys so much. And please, if you can, hit the like button, comment. Let me know how you feel about the track, where it's going. If you guys have some comments about it, what should I do different, so on and so on, until I do the next video, which will be part 3. And don't forget to follow the channel. I will extremely appreciate it. Remember that the most comments and the most likes I get, the more I will get encouraged to continue doing these types of videos. Thank you guys so much. And last but not least, follow the podcast. That's the My House My Way podcast on iTunes. Just search DJ Mad, DJMAD. And another thing as well, last but not least of the last but not least one, which was, I already said it like twice. Make sure to go check out getmyremix.com. If you guys love bootlegs and stuff like that, it's a website that I put together. Getmyremix.com. I got a whole bunch of bootlegs that I've done, some Beat More stuff, some open format mashes, and really, really cool party stuff that you guys would definitely enjoy. So go check that out, getmyremix.com, and show some love. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you on part 3.